Having a function of this nature, f of x is said to be equals to 1 all over x squared to differentiate it with respect to x. First of all, the way this rational expression is, it's somehow frightening to somebody who is not fundamentally strong in the maths. So I recommend students to study their indices well, especially the laws of indices, to be specific. You know our notation. Differentiating any function of which is f of x, our derivative is going to be lowercase f prime of x. It's going to be equals to, first of all, I'm going to change the rational expression into our normal form. What am I going to do with this 1 over x squared? I'll try to reciprocate it. When I reciprocate it, I'll have x raised to the minus 2, right? I'll have a negative exponent, but what I've done is I've inverted this. I have taken the denominator and then sent it up to the numerator. So when I do that, it will give me a negative exponent. It will pop up. So if I want to undo it again, I'll reciprocate it again and then bring it again to the denominator. Then it will be fine, right? So that's what I would do. Instead of having 1 over x squared, I'll now rewrite it, which is gonna left me with x raised to the negative 2, differentiating it with respect to x, right? So my lowercase f prime of x will now be exponent and then drop it down. So if I drop it down, I'll have negative 2x, and then I will minus 1 from that exponent. Minus 2 minus 1 gives me minus 3, right? The x, right? I'm differentiating that with respect to x. So for right now, I'm done. My lowercase f prime of x will be equals to negative 2x to the negative 3. Let's say I am tempted to make this x raised to the negative 3 positive. But I often see students are passionate to make this positive. Please remember the preference of the question. If they ask you to find the derivative and then you reach at this stage, you are done. It is a choice on your part to take it beyond this stage, to make this x guy here together with its exponent positive. That's a choice you are playing. But it is not a principle or a law that says forcefully you must make sure your negative exponent becomes positive, right? It's just that people like to make their negative positive, their negative become positive. Keep track of that. So it's not a fundamental theory in the math that you should do it forcefully, no. So keep track of that. I am doing it to see that you understand how to go through it, right? We have lowercase f of x to be equal, so I'll write the whole expression again. Negative 2x to the negative 3. Now I'm going to view this as upon 1. So negative 2x raised to the negative 3 all over 1, right? I'm going to view it as a rational expression, just as we started. Please, rational is another way of saying fractions. Keep track of that. So what I'm going to do here is my lowercase f prime of x is going to be equals to, now I will leave the 2 there, as the negative 2 will continue to stay in the numerator. And what I'm going to do, I am going to reciprocate the x raised to the negative 3. I will invert it, meaning I will take it down to the denominator. That gives me x raised to the positive 3 denominator. So this is just a choice on your own. If your question doesn't require that you think of doing it, it is fine. But if the preference of your teacher is to reach at this stage, make sure you reach there, please.
Oluwa butter my bread, oh. Pick up, bless my hustle. Make I put smile for mama face.